Okay, let's get at it.
Woo! Yay, hiking.
Good morning. It is September 5th, 2021. Starting out today in another rainy day. Hopefully it's not going to be that heavy, but it is supposed to rain for most of the day. And it started right on time at 7 a.m. So we'll see how wet I get. I am staying in a shelter tonight, in 15 and a half miles. Let's see, it's actually 15 and a half miles, but elevations are look really tame. I've got the shower steps to pass over and Kessel view both later this afternoon. There's not much this morning. And after those, I'll go up to the 501 shelter. And that shelter supposedly has a solar shower, which was one of the reasons I was pushing the last, just timing my days to end up there. I have a feeling, given the weather, that the solar shower is not going to be any better than just dunking my head into a cold stream. Last night was interesting. I was right that being a Saturday night, there would be other folks there. There were a couple sites set up when I arrived, but then around 8 o'clock, a family of around 12 showed up, singing their camp songs and dancing around the shelter. And unfortunately, I had set up my tent apparently closer to the shelter than I should have. So it was a interesting evening. One of the other campers there actually came over and said, "Do you know the concept of hyper midnight?" to them, and explained that when the sun goes down, it's quiet time. Unfortunately, they did not comply with that thought. So I'm sure they built some good family memories. Wish it was at a campground as opposed to what I consider a backcountry site, but it's the roll of the dice when you're staying in a designated site. And then apparently I set up my tent next to some ground bees, and I didn't realize it until they were buzzing all night long and banging on the outside of the tent like the velociraptors testing the fences in Jurassic Park. But once the sun really went down, they settled down too, so that was good. And yeah, I could have moved my tent, but once you're inside and comfy, that's a lot of work. But here we are, next day, ready to go. I will see you out there. Okay, just making it through my morning. Just stopping at one of the tent areas here to check it out. This does not look like the kind of drainage I want around my tent at night. Glad I was not camped here. As you can tell.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
It's a black swamp.
Yeah, that's an impressive little tenting area filled with water.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good.
Black swamp, is that what it says there?
Fire.
Oh, so okay.
I thought it said swamp.
Yeah, okay, swamp would work.
Yeah, it would.
Awesome. Take it easy.
Take care. A little rocky here,
Yep. A little awkward as I'm talking to myself, and that other fellow was standing there and I hadn't noticed him. But you can tell it's still raining. And probably going to continue raining. There have been no viewpoints, nothing to see but trail today, so I imagine I'll be checking in less frequently. Okay, it's about noon today, and as much as I don't want to, I think I'm actually going to stop and get some lunch. I was hoping to just snack my way to camp, but getting hungry. So got to fill up on the food so I can finish up the afternoon and get into the shelter and out of the rain. See ya. Well, I only have about 3 more miles left in my day, and I am approaching one of the few labeled viewpoints on today's map, which is the shower steps. Not much of a view. There is a Blue Blaze side trail that may have a rockier or viewier outcrop, but given the clouds, I don't think it's worth taking that side trail. This is actually in one of my iterations of how I was going to get to Duncannon. I was going to stealth camp here. There's supposedly a couple spots down that Blue Blaze trail that are usable for tents, but I think it makes a lot more sense today, instead of tenting, to get to the shelter. Luckily, the weather has not improved, but it stopped raining, so I guess that's an improvement. So it's not actively raining right now, just wet. All right, end of day 96. It was a good day. 15 and a half miles, rained all day, not a single site along the trail, but I ended up at the 501 shelter. Pretty cool place. It's got a huge skylight and bunks all around. I'm here with a whole bunch of other folks that I've been hiking around and with for the last couple months, so it's kind of cool. There's even electricity at the caretaker's house, so I have my battery plugged in over there so that it'll actually be charged for me. Okay, I think that's about it. No real highlights or lowlights other than the rain and the trail. See ya.